Hey, thanks for watching, and if you like what you see, there are many ways to support the channel. The easiest is to just subscribe and hit the notification bell. That's a big help. There's a Patreon, which gives you access to the MIB Discord server and other goodies. And I was invited to join Cameo, so if you want me to shoot you or someone a shout out, you can find me there. There's also a merch store on ZAZZLE and more plushie toys coming soon from Gimme Swag, including clickbait. And last, there's our ongoing affiliation with Buy.jp. I talk about it a lot because it is an amazing service. I use it all the time to shop from Japanese stores and bid on Japanese auctions. Buy handles the language barriers, the currency exchange, and they get me my goodies from Japan. If you sign up using the link in my description, it supports the channel. And you instantly get 2,000 yen to start your shopping. Even if you don't use the service, make a free account and hook a brother up. But you should use the service. Thanks for sitting through these announcements, cause you're totally dead, right? And enjoy the show. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. Orga's in the house, and guess who is celebrating his 50th anniversary in 2023? Besides MacLeod. Besides Jet, it's Zone Fighter! I'm talking about Zone Fighter! Also known as Meteor Man Zone, Zone Fighter was a 1973 Japanese TV series that ran for 26 episodes. It was produced by Toho, and Zone Fighter had to compete with the likes of Ultraman Taro and Jumborg Ace. But Zone Fighter had something all of these shows did not have, a direct connection to a larger cinematic universe. Yeah, decades before Monarch Legacy of Monsters, Zone Fighter was bringing the cinematic world of Godzilla to the small screen. And significant things happened over the course of this TV series, things that had a major impact on overall Godzilla lore at the time. In my opinion, Zone Fighter is just as important as any Showa-era Godzilla movie, yet he's often dismissed by Godzilla fans and virtually ignored by Toho. In this TED Talks, I'll reveal why you shouldn't sleep on this show, and why we should all celebrate Zone Fighter's 50th anniversary. Because if I don't, he's going to kill me! Keep talking, Orga. Tell the world about me. When is Zone Fighter? Zone Fighter takes place right in between the events of Godzilla vs. Megalon and Godzilla vs. Mechagodzilla. And it is canon to the Showa-era Godzilla timeline. Good. Next section. What is Zone Fighter? Picture the origin of Superman, but instead of a baby escaping an exploding planet in a pod and arriving on Earth vowing to protect it, this is 3 generations of family escaping an exploding planet in a pod and arriving on Earth vowing to protect it. Yeah, so it goes like this. In space, there's this evil alien species called Garoga, and they're from the planet Garoga. They come in different colors. There's red Garoga, white Garoga. Their leader is the Golden Baron Garoga. Now, there's another planet called Peaceland. Peaceland? Really? It's not what you think. Peace means something different to my race. Oh, what does it mean? Absence of war, total harmony, no conflict. That's what it means on Earth! Then why do I keep hearing humans using it wrong by saying shit like, I want a piece of pizza. Give me a piece of that ass. It makes no sense. Oh my god. Racist pieces! The Garogas declared war on Peaceland and they just blew it up. But before it was blown up, some Peacelandian families escaped in capsules in search of sanctuary. One of these capsules landed on Earth, and thank God Peacelandians look exactly like Japanese humans because the capsule landed in Japan. But now the Garoga want to conquer Earth, and it's made a little easier for them because they can shapeshift into human form. The giveaway is that their hands remained webbed, but only on close-ups. And that's what the show is about. This Peacelandian family using all the tech and proton powers at their disposal to stop the Garoga's evil schemes and protect the planet. Speaking of protons, the atomic structure of my people is different than yours. Here, I'll draw an atom from planet Peaceland. Check it out, it's microscopic. I don't see anything. I just said it's microscopic! Atoms are teeny tiny, you moron! Who is Zone Fighter? There's Hikaru, a teenage race car driver. Oh, so handsome. Look at his long flowing hair. He becomes Zone Fighter. Hataro, his sister, who recently turned 16. She becomes Zone Angel. And Akira, their 7-year-old brother. He becomes Zone Junior. and their parents, an inventor named Yoichiro, and his wife Tsukiko. And last, the wise elder known as Zone Great. There's also this guy, Takeru, who's a human who pops up in a lot of the series as the family's friend, although he doesn't know their secret. He's probably my least favorite character. I'm going to ignore him today. The Zone family has a secret room with a lab/communication station.
We communicate through these little Zobots. You leave a message in one, and then it flies to the person the message is for.
You're telling me that in the 1970s, nobody could imagine a form of instant communication? No brain could conjure up something like a cell phone?
Russe missile might! Ah!
When there's trouble, the 3 Zone kids transform to their hero forms. And they can fight, and sometimes they have weapons. But when there's a giant monster attacking, Zone Fighter takes to his giant form, and he can unleash any number of special attacks.
Watch this special attack. Russe Zone Punch!
Ow! Don't do it to me! Zone Fighter has a car named the Mighty Liner. This is a regular car that can transform into a supercar that can fly and basically do anything. On a bit of a personal note, I'm kind of obsessed with the Mighty Liner. I'm not even a car guy, yet I have this real thing with fictional cars, and the Mighty Liner is like my favorite one.
You want to take it for a spin?
Really?
No, not really. Ha 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 ha!
Oh.
Russe Orga disappoint!
That one hurt the most. There's also Smokey, a flying ship that parks in the clouds. When it's summoned, Angel and Junior can jump up, all the way up into it. In Smokey, they offer Zone Fighter support. Sometimes Zone Fighter's power is dangerously low, and his siblings use Smokey to switch his batteries to recharge him.
Battery low. Need a recharge, Orga.
No, piss off.
Oh.
I'm free! On the Garoga side, they operate out of this awesome space station. Here, they fire Terror Beast missiles to Earth. Sometimes the missiles land and explode and unleash a giant monster. Sometimes they explode in the air and unleash a giant monster who parachutes down. Even Gigan, who can fly, used parachutes. And let me tell you some other dumb things about the Terror Beasts.
Alright, then let's hear it!
Ah! Terror Beasts! I thought you guys were dead! Oh, that explains that.
Wait, did you say I'm gonna die?
When you think about Toho monsters, you've got some well-known guys like Megalon, Mechagodzilla, the Smog Monster, but in this universe, there are like 28 more monsters to add to this roster, and they have some pretty unique costume designs. My personal favorites are Spideros, and I'm not just saying that because he's breathing down my neck. I like Garoborg, Destro King, Jakiro, Zandora, and if you thought Gigan looked like a chicken, wait until you see Barakodon. What'd you say about me being a chicken? Gigan? I thought you were in space. You called me a chicken, Orga. I'm gonna remember that forever. So let's talk about the connection to the Godzilla films. Somewhere along the line, Zone Fighter became friends with Godzilla. The Big G appears in 5 episodes of the show. The 2 heroes take down multiple Terror Beasts together. Godzilla even has this cave with mechanical doors that he came running out of once. Does Godzilla have his own tech lab? What's in there? This never gets an explanation. There's an episode where Zone Fighter fights Godzilla. Well, it's more like a playful practice. Zone Fighter even uses his powerful meteor windmill move on Godzilla. Godzilla deflects it, although I'm not sure if that was a coordinated practice thing. Gigan appears once. He has a great one-on-one fight with Godzilla. Godzilla wins, but Gigan awakens to have a one-on-one with Zone Fighter. During this fight, Zone Fighter kills Gigan. He kills Gigan. He's not merciful like Godzilla. Don't let that smile fool you.
Wait, I die?
And that's why Gigan never reappears in any Showa Godzilla movies, because he's dead. And apparently, Gigans foam out the mouth when you kill them. But I'm not dead, you guys. I'm right here. That was my stunt double who died. Yeah, my stunt double is... King Ghidorah showed up in a 2-part story, and in my opinion, they are the best 2 episodes in the series, or at least they're up there. In this story, the Garogas send King Ghidorah to Earth, and Ghidorah is not being a dopey parachuting terror beast. This show takes him seriously. He's a real threat. He's intimidating. Zone Fighter fights him alone. Even Godzilla's never done that. To defeat King Ghidorah, the Zone family had to make some real sacrifices. As a whole, there are things about this show that are legitimately good, and there are things that are objectively schlock, but I love schlock, so it's still a win. Like Godzilla's suit is in bad shape. Things are inconsistent. And it's one of those shows where they just make up whatever abilities. One time, Zone Fighter saw a monster attack on TV, so he jumped into the TV to fight the monster. They didn't have to write it that way, but they did. But I truly love a lot of the designs, the costumes. They're mostly not extraordinary, but they're cool. I love the score to the series. The fights are a lot of fun in that playful Showa-era Godzilla movie kind of way. The show ended with no resolution, so we don't know what happened with the Garoga and the Zone family. Why didn't the Zone family show up and destroy all monsters? Did the Garoga kill them before 1999? The Garoga are shapeshifters. Are they hiding amongst the human characters we've seen in subsequent films? There's so much more to know about Zone Fighter. The Garogas have a car too. In Zone Fighter manga, other classic monsters cameoed, like Kamacuras, Kumanga, and Manila holding a flag of Japan. There's a lot to this show, and these are all the conversations I think we should be having more. But how can you watch Zone Fighter with subtitles? Maybe the Godzilla YouTube channel will start running them. For now, I would never recommend you look at the Internet Archive. 4 stars! I hope you don't mind I switched this guy's batteries, you guys. Oh no!
Leaping across galaxies, dashing through space. Did you tell him I'm awesome?
Yes.
Cool. Oh, hey guys, you know I directed an episode of a daytime soap opera once. I even hired these twats for my crew.
Are you making a reference to Monster Island Buddies episode 10? We worked on a soap opera called Drama Monsters. Are we done here?
Put on a porno.
Why?
Put on a porno!
Fine.
I'll see you guys later. Oh, here I am. Oh, yeah, that's Bone Fighter for you, mate. Oh.